You wake up tired. Your skin's losing the plot. You work out, but recovery takes forever. And that belly fat? Sticky as a browser cookie you can't delete. You think it's just aging, hitting 30, 40, whatever. Body's checking out early, right? Wrong. Here's the truth no one's telling you. You're not aging faster because you're old. You're aging faster because you've accidentally turned off your body's anti-aging system. And the shutdown signal? It's happening every single night while you scroll TikTok at 1 a.m. The hormone we're talking about is growth hormone, your body's repair crew. And right now, you're telling them to clock out early, skip the night shift, and let everything fall apart. But once you understand the three signals that control it, you can flip the switch back on. And your body? It remembers how to rebuild. Let's find out from the inside. Think of growth hormone as your body's overnight renovation crew. Every night while you sleep, they're supposed to show up with toolboxes and fix everything you broke during the day. Muscles torn up from that workout? They patch it. Skin cells aging out? They replace them. Fat starting to squat in places it shouldn't? They evict it. Brain cells getting foggy? They clean the wiring. This crew doesn't work during the day. They're strictly night shift. And their union, they need specific conditions to show up. Deep sleep, low insulin, and a body that's actually in repair mode, not survival mode. But here's what's happening right now. Your pituitary gland, the tiny foreman in your brain, is supposed to release growth hormone in powerful pulses while you sleep, especially in that first deep sleep cycle, the one you hit about 90 minutes in. That's prime time. Maximum crew, maximum repairs, maximum, wow, I actually feel good in the morning. Instead, your foreman's sending out wimpy signals. The crew's showing up late, half-staffed, or not at all. And every night you don't get that surge, that's a night your body doesn't rebuild. Skin stays damaged. Muscles stay weak. Fat stays stubborn. And your cells? They're just aging in real time with no one fixing the cracks. So why did your renovation crew go on strike? Because you keep sending three signals that tell them they're not needed. And those signals, they're everywhere in your daily routine, hiding in plain sight. Signal number 1, high insulin. Here's what actually happens. Every time you eat, especially sugar or processed carbs, insulin floods your bloodstream. That's normal. Insulin's job is directing traffic. Sugar goes here, energy goes there, everyone stay calm. But insulin and growth hormone? They're like two managers who can't be in the room at the same time. When insulin's high, growth hormone gets locked out. Company policy. So if you're eating late, snacking before bed, or crushing that bowl of cereal at 10 p.m., insulin's still elevated when your head hits the pillow. And your pituitary gland, that foreman, checks the schedule and goes, "Insulin's still on duty? Cool, I'll send the crew home." No deep repair work tonight. Your body's in storage mode, not rebuild mode. Signal number 2, chronic stress. Your adrenal glands, those tiny drama factories sitting on your kidneys, they pump out cortisol whenever you're stressed. Cortisol's your body's alarm system. Great for emergencies, terrible when it never shuts off. High cortisol tells your pituitary, "We're in crisis mode. Cancel the renovations, we're just trying to survive here." And cortisol doesn't just block growth hormone, it breaks down what you already built. Muscle gets sacrificed for energy. Collagen in your skin, borrowed to make stress hormones. It's like taking apart your furniture to burn for heat. Wasteful, desperate, and aging you faster than your birth certificate says you should. Signal number 3, garbage sleep. Growth hormone is released in pulses, and the biggest pulse happens during deep sleep, specifically stage 3 and 4, the kind where you're actually unconscious, not just pretending. But if you're scrolling before bed, blue light's telling your brain it's noon. If you're stressed, your nervous system's on high alert, and those drama factories are working overtime, flooding your system with cortisol that blocks the whole repair schedule. If your blood sugar's spiking from that late snack, insulin's blocking the door. No deep sleep means no big pulse. No big pulse means no overnight repairs. And after weeks, months, years of this, your body stops trying to rebuild and starts managing decay. That's not aging, that's shutdown. But here's the thing nobody's telling you. This switch, it flips both ways. And your body's been waiting for you to figure out how. Let's walk through what happens when you actually give your body the green light to produce growth hormone again. This is a 24-hour rescue mission where every choice either wakes up your repair crew or keeps them sleeping. You wake up, coffee's fine black, but no breakfast yet. Here's why. After 12 to 14 hours without food, insulin's finally low. That's the first green light. Your pituitary's looking at the schedule like, okay, insulin's off duty. Maybe we can actually do some daytime maintenance. Even better, you get a small pulse of growth hormone in the morning if you stay fasted. Not huge, but enough to start burning fat for fuel and clearing out cellular junk. Think of it like the crew showing up for a quick inspection before the real work tonight. Your muscles stay protected because growth hormone tells your body, don't burn the furniture, burn the storage unit, aka your fat cells. Fast forward 4 to 8 hours. Now you eat protein-heavy, moderate carbs, real food. Insulin rises, but that's okay because you're fueled and functional. This is when you train, if you're going to. Exercise, especially resistance training, is like putting in a work order for tonight's repairs. You're telling your body, hey, these muscles got stressed. Flag them for the renovation crew. Here's the cool part. Intense exercise triggers a small growth hormone spike during the workout itself. It's your body saying, okay, I see the damage. I'll send reinforcements tonight. The harder you train, the bigger the repair order. But only if you sleep later. File the paperwork now, crew shows up after dark. Evening rolls around, 8 to 12 hours after you woke up. This is where most people blow it. You finish dinner, and then what? You snack, you scroll, you stress about tomorrow. Every one of those is a shutdown signal. Here's the fix. Stop eating 3 hours before bed, minimum. Let insulin drop. That means the pituitary can prep the night crew. Dim the lights. Seriously. Bright light, especially blue light from screens, suppresses melatonin. And melatonin's the foreman's assistant. It helps trigger that first deep sleep cycle, where the biggest growth hormone pulse happens. No melatonin, no deep sleep, no pulse. You're basically canceling the night shift because you wanted to watch one more YouTube video. Finally, you're asleep. 90 minutes in, you drop into deep sleep. And that's when it happens. Your pituitary releases a massive pulse of growth hormone, the biggest one of the day. The renovation crew floods in, muscles getting rebuilt stronger than before, skin cells replaced with fresh ones, fat cells opening their vaults to fuel the repairs. Even your brain's getting a power wash, clearing out waste proteins that cause brain fog. This pulse lasts for hours if your sleep's solid. If you wake up, toss and turn, or sleep shallow, the crew leaves early. Work half done. Tomorrow you'll feel it. Stiff, tired, older. But nail this 24-hour cycle, and your body remembers what it's supposed to do. You're not fighting aging, you're just stopping the shutdown. You've probably tried some of this before. Fasted in the morning, worked out, tried to sleep better. But nothing changed. Here's what actually went wrong. First issue, you're sleeping long, not deep. 8 hours in bed doesn't mean 8 hours of repair. If you're in light sleep, your growth hormone pulse is weak or missing entirely. Deep sleep is what matters, and you can't force it. But you can create the conditions. Cool room, dark as a cave, no alcohol. Alcohol knocks you out but blocks deep sleep. It's like paying for a renovation crew that shows up drunk. They're there, but nothing gets fixed. Second problem, you spiked insulin right before trying to fix it. You fasted all day, feeling proud. Then you crushed a huge carb-heavy dinner at 8 p.m. and went to bed at 10. Insulin sky high. Growth hormones locked out. You just canceled the entire point of fasting. The fix is timing your carbs earlier or keeping your last meal lighter. Let the system reset before sleep. Third mistake, you're chronically under-recovered. Growth hormone loves intensity, but it hates chronic stress. If you're training hard, sleeping badly, stressing constantly, and under-eating, your body thinks it's in a famine war zone. growth hormone gets suppressed across the board. It's not about doing more. It's about recovering better. One rest day, one solid sleep session can flip the switch back on. Here's the counterintuitive truth. Your body doesn't age because time passes. It ages because repair stops. And repair stops because you keep interrupting the process. You're not broken. You didn't lose some genetic lottery. You just need to let the system run the way it was designed. Once you stop blocking growth hormone, something incredible happens. Your body doesn't just maintain, it improves. Skin tightens, muscles grow easier, fat melts faster. You wake up feeling like you actually slept. That's not anti-aging magic. That's biology getting out of your way. So what do you actually do? Here's the protocol. All right, here's your growth hormone rescue plan. 3 rules. Simple, specific, and backed by your biology, not some guru's opinion. Start with creating the fasting to sleep bridge. Stop eating 3 hours before bed minimum. If you go to bed at 10, last bite at 7. This lets insulin drop, gives your digestive system a break, and sets up that deep sleep growth hormone pulse. You'll sleep deeper, wake up leaner, and actually feel rested. If you're hungry at night, drink water or herbal tea. Your body's not starving, it's just bored. Next, earn your pulse with intensity. Growth hormone responds to hard work, not long boring cardio. 2 or 3 times a week, do something that makes your muscles burn. Heavy resistance training, sprints, high-intensity intervals. The kind of workout where you're actually uncomfortable for a few minutes. That's the signal. That's the work order. Your body sees the stress and flags it for overnight repairs. But then, and this matters, recover. Don't train hard every day and wonder why you feel like garbage. Intensity plus recovery equals growth. Intensity plus more intensity equals breakdown. The third rule is protecting the first 90 minutes of sleep. This is non-negotiable. That first deep sleep cycle is when the biggest growth hormone pulse happens. So treat bedtime like an appointment you can't miss. Dim lights an hour before, no screens 30 minutes before, cool room 65 to 68 degrees, dark, quiet, boring. If your brain's still wired, try breathwork or magnesium. Just get to that 90-minute mark in deep sleep, and your body handles the rest. Here's the bonus. Track how you feel, not just how you look. Growth hormone works fast, but the visible changes take a few weeks. What you'll notice first is better sleep quality, faster recovery from workouts, clearer skin, more energy in the morning. Those are the signals that your repair crew's back online. The physical changes, the muscle, the fat loss, they follow. Trust the process, not the mirror. Yet, nail these 3 and your body stops managing decay and starts building again. That's not hype. That's how the system's supposed to run. So here you are, with the manual your body never gave you. You're not aging because you're old. You're aging because your repair system's been on pause. 3 signals were shutting down growth hormone, high insulin from eating late, chronic stress that never lets your body exit crisis mode, and garbage sleep that blocks the biggest repair pulse of your day. Now, you know how to reverse every single one. You didn't lose some genetic lottery. You just interrupted the process. Stop eating late, let insulin drop, train hard, but recover harder, and protect that first deep sleep cycle like your future depends on it. Because it does. That's when your body rebuilds. That's when you stop managing decay and start performing at a level you forgot was possible. Your renovation crew never quit. They've been on standby this entire time. Toolboxes packed, waiting for 3 simple signals. Low insulin, manage stress, deep sleep. Give them that, and they show up every single night to rebuild what the day broke down. You're not fighting aging. You're firing the foreman who's been sending them home early. And once that crew's back on the job, your body remembers exactly what it's built for. Repair, recovery. And running like you're younger than your calendar says you are.